We previously covered the most recent January 6th hearing that took place last night, where so much information was revealed, specifically about how Trump could have acted on January 6th during the 3 hours that he was sitting in the White House dining room doing nothing, absolutely sitting while he watched the Capitol get attacked, while his vice president's life was being threatened. He could have walked right down the hall, gotten in front of the camera in the press room, and sent out something, but he didn't. He waited 187 minutes to do so, even though he knew all this was going down, and he did not take any actions to call necessary law enforcement organizations to coordinate the response or anything. So we went over all of that in a previous segment. If you haven't watched it, definitely go check it out. But another really interesting moment that I wanted to give an entire segment to was Adam Kinzinger, Republican congressman, at the pretty much end of this hearing gave a pretty impactful speech about what Americans should think about all of this. And I just kind of wanted to play it for you. I think he made a really good appeal to every American about why this is important, why we should be united around preventing someone like Donald Trump from getting into office again, and why he is responsible for what happened. So let's go ahead and take a look at that, and we'll discuss.
Whatever you think about the outcome of the election, we as Americans must all agree on this. Donald Trump's conduct on January 6th was a supreme violation of his oath of office and a complete dereliction of his duty to our nation.
And again, he's talking about Trump actively deciding minute after minute to do nothing, to watch this unravel on television while he was sitting in the White House dining room and do nothing when it was his responsibility to do so. So yes, dereliction of duty, absolutely.
It is a stain on our history. It is a dishonor to all those who have sacrificed and died in service of our democracy. When we present our full findings, we will recommend changes to laws and policies to guard against another January 6th. The reason that's imperative is that the forces Donald Trump ignited that day have not gone away. The militant, intolerant ideologies, the militias, the alienation and the disaffection, the weird fantasies and disinformation. They're all still out there, ready to go. That's the elephant in the room. But if January 6th has reminded us of anything, I pray it has reminded us of this. Laws are just words on paper. They mean nothing without public servants dedicated to the rule of law and who are held accountable by a public that believes oaths matter more than party tribalism or the cheap thrill of scoring political points. We, the people, must demand more of our politicians and ourselves. Oaths matter. Character matters. Truth matters. If we do not renew our faith and commitment to these principles, this great experiment of ours, our shining beacon on a hill, will not endure. I yield to the gentlewoman from Virginia.
So I know that's a longer clip than I usually play during segments, but just well communicated how important it is that we have to set aside, yes, even if you wanted Trump to win, even if you wish that the election was stolen, it wasn't. Time and time again, they attempted to put no evidence in front of courts and failed. So please snap out of it. And then it's so important because he's highlighting that all of the forces that caused January 6th to happen are still festering in America. And if we don't hold Trump accountable, he could very well get in office again, backed by all of this, and cause a situation that is as bad or worse as January 6th. So it is a call to action anytime you see the horrible effects of an anti-democratic leader like Trump. Just seeing those actions should wake us all up to how important it is that we engage in a meaningful way with our political system right now. And we recognize the threat to our democracy right now, which is that an individual who is incredibly politically popular among a certain part of our country genuinely believes it is more important for him to be in office, for him to have won an election, than for our democratic process to continue to function. And so, as Adam Kinzinger put it, it's about truth. It's about public servants living up to their oath, which Trump did not do, and recognizing that such a dereliction of duty as Trump showed and acted on January 6th does warrant us all to throw him out as a possible candidate for any position of power. He should not at all be a consideration to be president again after showing that he does not respect our very democracy that he's wanting to represent. So great job by Adam Kinzinger. That moment, I think, really made an impact on me, just the way that he kind of communicated it. And I hope we continue to voice how important it is that even if you're conservative or if you're liberal who doesn't pay attention that much, that now's the time to pay attention so that we keep our democracy healthy and we keep it alive.